artist never suffered a tragic accident that happened to her when she was young that would actually affect her throughout her years. She would probably not be known as one of the most famous Mexican painters as of today. Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo is one of my favorite artists, and since I was 16. I didn't know really about her until later on through high school, and is now actually, painting is one of my favorite hobbies. For most of you who don't know who Frida Kahlo is, this is one of her paintings. She was known as the unibrow lady for me before I knew her. This was painted in 1938, a self-portrait. This is what she actually looks like. She didn't look that bad to me. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about when she was, what she did as a child, what she'd gone through, the tragic accident that decided her that she wanted to paint, but also led to her death at an early age. She was born on July 6, 1907 in Coyoacan, Mexico. She was the third of the 4 children. Her full name was Magdalena Carmen Frida Kahlo y Calderon. Her father, who was a photographer, encouraged her to play sports, be athletic, and also artistic, even though she contracted polio at the age of 6. So she was unable to walk for a couple months, but she did regain her ability, but she was still ill. I got that from biography.com, published 2011. 1922, she went to a national preparatory school where she wanted to study medicine. Painting, though, back then for her as a child, she was just thought of it as a hobby. It wasn't really something that she was considered doing for the rest of her life. But that all changed when a bus accident happened to her. She was only 18. It happened on September 17, 1925. The bus accident, it caused her a steel rail to go through her hip, diagonal to her private area, which caused her to not have kids, and it caused many spine and pelvic fractures, and it pretty much affected her throughout her life, but she did try to find treatment. She had to wear a body cast for a couple weeks and stay in bed rest, actually. But during those times, she tried to pass time, and what she did, she put a mirror on top of the ceiling, or either if she was in her bed, not the hospital bed, it would be facing her, and she would just paint. And I guess what happened to her just caused so much impact in her life that she painted a story of her life. When she did, and this is a picture of what she looked like. This is what started her career. Everything that she paints is a story of her life. It's no one else's, but if she was asked to, she would. This first painting right here is the one she had that accident. And the second one is actually about her love life. She married another artist named Diego Rivera in 1929. He was 43 and she was 22. It was an unusual relationship. They did divorce, but they got back together, but they did support each other throughout their works together. Barnett Sanchez, from her Life and Her Art Revisited, published 1997, said she actually painted murals in New York, Detroit, San Francisco, and Paris. Most of her works just show so much vivid color and unique style that other artists was really fascinated by her works. But during those times, she was still suffering from her treatment, and she tried treatments, but unfortunately, on July 17, 1954, she died at the age of 47. Still today, Mexico does a celebration by wearing her unique clothing and just celebrating. Now I told you a little bit about her childhood, what she went through, what happened to her that made her decide to become a painter, and maybe it might inspire you guys to express yourself maybe through a different way.